afternoon. Malone once said, "We cannot succeed when half of us are held back." Many students do not have the opportunities to take AP classes to help them succeed. Our question is, over the last 20 years, to what extent has the socioeconomic standings of students negatively affected the advanced placement exam scores?
I'm Nizar, Jonathan Salinas,
Shreya Shrikant,
Maya Venkatraman,
And Delaney Regals. Our argument is that socioeconomic standings negatively impacts advanced placement exam scores through ethnicity, gender, and income.
When one thinks of inequality, one tends to think of gender. And this disparity is also present in AP exam scores because, as shown, female students tend to do worse on their AP exams than male students. This difference is especially noticeable in exams relating to science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM. This difference then leads to further inequality in college degrees in that field and careers in that field, such as an engineer or a doctor. As shown in these tables, females only perform better in 10 out of 35 exams, separated by this black line here, with AP French language, shown right here, being discounted because it was performed equally by both genders. None of the exams that females performed better in were STEM related. Most of them were language or art related. While looking at the opposite end of the spectrum, the exams that males performed better in, seen over here, we can see that almost all of the top 10 are STEM related, with the exception of AP World History. Looking at this chart by the same source, Charts of the Day, 2019 Advanced Placement Test Results by Subject and Gender by Mark Perry, we can see that all 13 STEM exams shown on the chart had more males than females get a 5. Sometimes we have very significant ratio, the highest being a more than 4-to-1 ratio with AP Physics, Electrical Magnetic. This then bleeds into future college and career programs, blocking the solvency of this inequality that we're trying to achieve in today's society.
Inequalities also exist between different ethnicities, as Black and Hispanic students tend to score worse than Asian and white students on AP exams. In this graph by Amanda Jo, it shows that Asian and white students, depicted by the red and yellow line, have a pass rate of around 65%. However, Hispanic students, depicted by the green line, only have a pass rate of around 50%, and Black students, depicted by the blue line, have a pass rate of around 30%. This disparity that exists between different ethnicities can be attributed to a variety of reasons. One being cultural values. Black and Hispanic students tend to put less importance on education, which reduces their motivation to take challenging AP classes and succeed in them. In addition, stereotypes in society that negatively portray Blacks and Hispanics can affect these students because they might start to think that they are not capable of scoring well on AP exams. Another factor that leads to the disparity between different ethnicities is parental education. In this figure, it shows that 50% of Asians and 31% of whites have bachelor's degrees, compared to only 14% of Blacks and 11% of Hispanics who have bachelor's degrees. It is evident that Blacks and Hispanics have lower levels of education, and this can negatively impact Black and Hispanic students because they don't have high-achieving parental role models to guide and help them in their education, reducing their ability to score well on AP exams.
Income also negatively impacts AP exam scores, as low-income students tend to do worse than high-income students. This trend occurs as low-income communities do not have the resources needed for their students to pass these AP exams. This trend occurs as low-income communities experience budget cuts and exam fees. Due to the scarce resources, limited access to these rigorous courses is common within low-income communities. This also contributes to low participation rates within these communities. As depicted by this figure, 61% of all students who took an AP exam in the year of 2014 passed with a 3 or higher. Depicted by the green bar, 48% of all students were considered to be low income, while 65% of all students who took an exam in the year of 2014 were considered to be non-low income. Socioeconomic factors such as gender, ethnicity, and income negatively impact AP exam scores.
The The solution to this would be through incentive programs that would be introduced to stimulate AP programs and resources. For example, the Texas Education Agency pays for AP teachers to attend College Board training. They also pay students $100 if they pass the exam. This allows each student to continue to study better and for the teachers to know the course material better. In addition, Florida also pays teachers $50 per student who passes the AP exam. This means that the teachers are more focused in the class and make sure the students do their homework and assignments to make sure that they pass the course. The limitations to the solution, however, would be that lower income communities may not have access to the same funding as higher income communities. Because of the limited funding, these schools may also want to use it for other programs. These other programs include dual enrollment, language, and career-specific activities. Thank you, and what questions do you have?
All right, I'm just gonna literally go left to right with questions, if that's all right. My left to right, your right to left, sorry. So Maya, you're up first. Describe how the content of the team presentation was changed as a result of the group discussions you had.
We decided to change our team presentation because we decided to cut out a lot of the quotes that we'd originally included in favor of more figures that made it easier to exemplify the difference and like the inequality between low-income students and high-income students, Black and Hispanics versus Asians and whites, and male versus female students.
All right, thank you. Jazz. In the future, what change would you make to your group norms, and how would you expect that to improve the team presentation?
I would encourage more stricter deadlines, that way we would have more time to review the individual aspects of our presentation.
All right, Delaney, reflecting on your colleagues' work, which one had the greatest impact on your overall understanding of the problem that you guys identified?
I think Jasmine's work of income inequality helps me understand the problem that we identified more, as even if gender and ethnicity was better aligned, more equal, the low income communities will still not have as much funding to continue to provide equality on the AP exam scores.
All right, thank you. Last up. In what way did you improve your ability to work with a group as a result of this project?
After working on this project, I think I improved my ability to communicate with others and to incorporate other people's ideas to build one